Hi Krishnan Sir, nice to meet you.
Hey, thank you, Akshay, for visiting us again.
Yeah.
I
Sir,
fondly remember the first time you visited us in Element3,
yeah, absolutely.
the home for Sattvic food, and welcome you again.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for the opportunity. Sir, I'm so curious to know about the name Element3. What is the significance about elements?
See, we all understand that food is meant for the body, but it's also very important to make sure that your mind and your soul is also peaceful. So, element 3 stands for food for the mind, body, and soul. So, whereas food nourishes the body, we cannot ignore the healthy mind and a nourished soul. So, that's why we decided to name our restaurant as Element 3.
Wow, that's amazing. Sir, about when it comes down to food nowadays, we saw in the Mumbai everywhere, like the food minister, they were like banning like so many foods and like restaurant and all. How do we choose like what is the right food? Because for like longevity as well, eating the right food cut is the most
Yeah.
important.
Customers have always commented that when we eat in your food, we eat food at Element 3, they don't have a stomach upset. And the reason for it is we focus a lot on the purity of food, and as it is, vegetarian food is healthier and more nourishing for the mind, body, and soul. So that's why we have chosen to serve vegetarian food to our customers, which is the way of our life. And besides vegetarian, we also make sure that it is sattvic.
Wow.
3 important ingredients which are generally a part of our daily diet, which is onion, garlic, and mushroom, are not included in our diet.
That's incredible, sir. Now, why we are not using like onion, garlic, and these things, sir? Like, what
Foods are generally categorized into 3 major categories. One is food in Sattvagun, food in Rajagun, and food in Tamagun. And for spiritual advancement, it is better to have food in Sattvagun, which is the mode of goodness. So that's why we have chosen to serve sattvic vegetarian food, which is good for the consciousness of the people consuming the food. So that's the primary reason why we have chosen sattvic food. And it's not as though sattvic is only for a business perspective, but we have been practicing sattvic diet for the last 35 years.
That's incredible.
So what we believe in is what we serve the customers.
Amazing. Sir, why it is important to have like a sattvic vegetarian diet instead of non-veg? Because one more thing, what I have seen with lot of nutritionists, they all tell like you must eat like non-veg only, then you get a protein. Now for a sattvic, like a vegetarian lifestyle, how they have to go about and the benefits of it?
Yeah, that is being promoted, and today in the world we see a lot of people, at least 60% of them consume non-vegetarian, and the other 40% are vegetarians, and very few of them are sattvic. So it's very, very important to have a sattvic vegetarian diet, because food, as we mentioned earlier, it's also meant to increase your consciousness. So meat typically is food in the mode of tamas. So when you have meat, then you're becoming tamasic, which is not very good for spiritual advancement. Well, I would like to quote a sloka from the Mahabharata, which says, Ahara nidra bhaya maithunamcha samanyam etat pashubir naranam dharmo hitesho adiko vishesho dharmena hina pashubir samana. Which means that ahara, which means food, nidra, which is sleep, and ahara nidra bhaya, which is the fear factor. And we are all the time protecting ourselves, putting locks wherever we go, protecting our money by putting it in a bank, etc. So, that is a very important thing, security, right? Ahara, Nidra, Baya, and Maitunamcha. Maitunamcha is sex life, which is Samanyam Etat Pashubir Narana. It is same for Pashu and Nara, these four things. So that's not enough. What is the Dharmo Hitesho Adiko Vishesho? That is the Adhika Vishesha, or the extra speciality of vegetarian diet, is that it is promotion of dharma. Whatever religion you follow, it gives us a better understanding of our dharma.
We must not
And
harm
then,
animals.
yes, which is the real purpose of human life.
Absolutely.
Dharmo hitesho adhiko vishesho. And then it says dharmena hina pashubir samana.
Absolutely.
So that is without the aspect of religiosity, we are as good as animals. So if you eat anything without discrimination, then it's an animalistic life. So the human life is meant for spiritual advancement, and therefore we recommend a vegetarian and sattvic diet.
Absolutely. That's fantastic, sir. Even the music is like so calm and everything. When I went to various restaurants, it's like a disco sound with like
Yeah.
loud music and everything. And what are the learnings from like Lord Krishna? I believe like your restaurant is also Bhagavad Gita theme, right?
Yes.
What actually inspired you to come up with the Bhagavad Gita theme and Prabhu Upadhyaya with their photo, everything, right? What actually got you?
So Bhagavad Gita is a journal of life.
Mm.
It is beyond any dogmatic religious belief. Bhagavad Gita was spoken about 5,000 years back. And at that time, no other religion existed, right? So Islam is around 1450 years old. Christianity is around 2020 years old, maybe. Buddhism is about 3000 plus years. Whereas the Bhagavad Gita was spoken 5,000 years back.
Wow.
And it's important where it was spoken. It was spoken on the battlefield. That is like an hour of crisis, when it can be relevant in a crisis situation. It is relevant to all of us. Aren't we all having crisis one after the other?
Yeah.
In the world, if you see, there is so much of discord. So Bhagavad Gita is relevant in all situations at all times. So that's why we have to live life by the Bhagavad Gita. And as per the Bhagavad Gita, we always say that if Krishna comes down again, speaks the Bhagavad Gita, and he says, have mamsahar, we will be ready, because we are Krishnites and not just vegetarians. But Krishna says in the Bhagavad Gita, Patram Pushpam Phalam Toyam Yome Bhaktya Prayachati Tadaham Bhakti Upahridam Asnami Prayatatmanaha. So which means he says that you can offer leaf, vegetables, flower, Patram Pushpam Phalam, and Toyam, which is water. So these are the four things which have to be offered to him. And he talks about Anna as well, as a source of nutrition, and offer Anna by first offering to him. So therefore the relevance of the type of food that we eat should be helping us for spiritual advancement. So that's the real purpose. In the very next sloka, he says, whatever you offer, whatever you eat, offer it first to me, and eat it as prasadam. It's not as though vegetarian gets rid of all your sins. It's very important that even vegetarian food has to be first offered to the Lord and then consumed. Otherwise, if we see, the pigeons are also vegetarians.
Yeah.
And you don't find pigeons in a Bhagavad Gita class.
Yeah.
So therefore it is always good to have sanctified food which gives you a base for spiritual advancement. So that is the general theme why we have chosen this type of a diet, and customers are loving it.
Amazing, sir. Sir, for everyone who is coming to know about this restaurant, how they can find and where exactly it's situated in Bangalore?
Element3 has got two branches currently, one in Indiranagar, which is a very prominent destination, and the other in Whitefield. There have been requests for a lot of franchises, but we are getting ready internally because any new franchise should not, spoil the quality and the ethics that we follow in preparation of food. So now we are almost ready. So I'm sure we'll start contacting people from Singapore who have expressed desire.
Amazing.
And then we have a request from Ranchi, we have a request from Hubli and other places. So we'll be touching base with all these people to find out if they are interested to run this restaurant without sacrificing the theme of the restaurant.
Amazing. Thank you so much, sir, for sharing
Thank you.
it. And everyone, do check it out. You are going to love it. And sir, what is the food we are actually eating right now?
You're having Sajan Pulao. That's like a very premium pulao which is used for marriages, shadi ka khana. And then we are having paneer, which is like a starter. And the paneer comes from a place in Gurgaon, from a farm directly to us. We are particular about what we serve and the quality of the ingredients.
Very nice, sir. Very beautiful. Guys, you need to check it out and you need to taste this amazing food, right? Which is conscious, Sattvic food without onion, garlic, and you are going to love it. Do come, do check it out and meet the sir as well. They'll be in the restaurant. And I also really love founders eating the food because many restaurant owners, they don't eat the food, right? It's something amazing.
No, we always have one meal in the restaurant
Wow, that's amazing, sir.
every day.
That's great. So that one will feel that confidence when the founder himself is eating, definitely the food is really great.
That's
and
true.
awesome.
That's true.
Right, amazing. Thank you once again, sir.
Thank you, Akshay, for coming to Element3,
My pleasure,
and
sir.
please keep coming.
Yeah,
Thank
sir.
you.
Thank you, guys.